and I want to see just exactly what this duo of what I believe is Robin and Snake. I want to see what the two of these characters are capable of when they work together.
Yes, absolutely. So they're getting into it. Everybody get ready. Game number 1. Nokcha Phoenix representing Snake and Robin going up against Steve and Palutena. And I love the fact that we are in a French tournament. Jake has led F Smash.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And exactly what we predicted, Dara. Jake's just mining.
Guess who has
Chag
diamond?
does the bidding.
20 seconds in, 15 seconds in, and somebody already has diamond. He's ready to follow up. He's ready to get stuff going. And you already know he is hunting through that jab, smelling out that up tilt. Tries to go through that uphill. Snake able to armor through thanks to his Saifu. But oh man, this lead is building up.
And building, it continues to do, just like Steve will be building those walls throughout the duration of this set. Chag, despite being the one on the front lines, only has 24% to his name. Meanwhile, Goose is sitting at a fresh stock. One completely off the board, and we're not even a minute into this double set. 2 completely off the board, and we're not even a minute into this double set.
Oh no, but then running right into that C4, Jake is going to be losing his stock a little bit unexpectedly. Now, making it back onto the stage, Chad just being nice and patient, but what an arc fire. Just to say, stop it, whatever you're doing, jab up tilt, cut it out. Cut it out, buddy.
You know what? What's better? What's best to take out Steve's approach than something like arc fire? You're gonna run at me with that up tilt. You're gonna try to combo me. I don't want to have any of that. Take this projectile and keep away from me.
Yeah, absolutely slowing down the pace of the game for just a second. Palutena going out there, finding that up there, finding that stock. If she does anything, it is juggle. If Steve does anything, he can spike. But oh my gosh!
The spike on the L-Wind, taking Chag's stock out. Both of them losing their stocks to unfortunate incidents.
Yeah, they caught wind of that L in that moment, and now going to be looking for that up tilt. Does not actually close out the stock because Steve was only at 50%. Putting out a back throw. Right now, Nokcha and Phoenix, they're trying to get as much space as possible. They're trying to get something going, but it seems like the hits are too substantial. Yeah,
however, despite the way that Jake and Chag lost their stocks, they're still sitting in such a comfy position as Claire ends up rolling into the Palutena up smash and losing her stock that way.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Okay, just slowing down the pace of the game. Nobody's focusing on Jake, so he's going to get away with mining all that he wants. And that's going to be Chag jumping in with punishing that down throw. And going to be getting one of those up smashes, and that's already Snake totally out of here. How do you make this back?
This game has just sped by, and then we've left it to Robin to handle things all on her own. And that's 4 stocks. You have 2 stocks to Steve and 2 stocks to Palutena that you have to work your way through if you want to bring this back. And it just gets more and more difficult to achieve that.
Oh my gosh, and almost got spiked by that L-Wind yet again. Doesn't get the bounce angle that he anticipated. Jake doesn't find the kill, but at 116%, anything will do it, especially that.
Yeah, just with no regard for your own teammates or what's going on the stage, a powered minecart. You know what? Just get them out of the way.
That's minecart.
I don't care if Chag dies. Chag is another stock.
Minecart is the great disruptor. It is the thing that says, hey, whatever is happening on the stage, great. I do not care. You will focus on this because A, you're getting grabbed. B, you're getting, hit with the actual hitbox. C, I'm gonna force some kind of an option out of you, like a jump. And as soon as Jake got that diamond in the beginning, Jake and Chag's damage output was really difficult to match. It was so difficult to land against them. I gotta say, Nokcha and Phoenix have to pull a fast one.
Yeah, Nokcha and Phoenix do kind of seem a little lost on what they're wanting to do. Meanwhile, I saw Jake letting out a little hearty laugh. You know, Chag just, I don't think they're very keen on changing what they want to do.
Yeah, the game plan worked. It did well. It succeeded. When they started getting the positioning set up, they executed and got all the damage off that they needed to. So game 2, no significant switch-ups quite yet. Going to be running it to small battlefield. Let's see how this one ends up playing out.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest change we're going to see going into game 2 is going to be the stage. As you know, Jake's game plan worked so effectively, as did Chag's. I think the onus is on the other two to switch it up and see what they can make happen.
Oh my gosh, look at this damage with the gold tools. Jake is not letting up on the Snake. He is pushing in as much as possible, and Chag running in there gets the down throw, but doesn't find the actual punish on the directional air dodge. So close, double up smash. Yep. The grenade actually going to be interrupting him, but look at this juggling game.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the Snake gets out of any sort of trap that Jake lays. Jake can just put you back in another one. You think you escaped by air dodging? I could just land to continue whatever I was doing.
That's right. And now Jake has finally mined himself a nice, delicious diamond. So you already know what's going to come in super soon. He's holding on to that down smash for your daily life just in case, just on the off chance that somebody ends up jumping on into it. And going to be finding one back here, multi-jab, and gets the up smash follow-up. That was clean.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. Jake is being a lot more aggressive than we did see last game. I mean, it did take a little closer to a minute to get diamonds, but maybe he thought, do you think that going into game 2, I'm just going to sit, I'm going to mine as I always did? I'm going to take the fight to you. Definitely a lack of respect on their part. Maybe he doesn't even need diamond to handle him.
And he is just swinging with that F smash, holding on there, waiting, and that's still not going to be able to take off that stock. Both Chag and Jake sitting at 3 stocks apiece. Minecart so brutal, so difficult to avoid, and somehow Chag foiled it and is past that up smash.
Chag clinging onto the stock for dear life, doesn't want to let it go. Still, we're going to get some extra credit before he bows out, taking out Nokcha stock.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, he'll be hanging onto the ledge, just waiting, just seeing whatever snake's going to end up setting up here. And oh man, that is not exactly the opponent that you wanted to Nosferatu. That was your own teammate. Yeah. A little bit tragic.
Yeah, I'm glad he recognized that and then just autopiloted fair spike Chag. But now that he has diamond, that F smash is going to let it rip and take care of Phoenix's stock, sending her to
oh
the
my
final
gosh.
one.
Look at this pressure that Chag is applying. He's going all the way out there off stage. He's looking for something else. Doesn't find the up air as intended, but he still gets that back air. He still gets that stock, and somebody is looking for that F smash as well. This is not looking so good.
And I'm getting deja vu right now, Dara, as it's all been left to Phoenix to finish off this game on her own. Once again, 4 stocks to 1, and possibly insurmountable challenge for the women.
And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the forward spike. Jake's positioning was immaculate. Jake and Chag looking as unstoppable as ever. They didn't just win that game, they dominated that game, Yabuki. So going into this next one, yet again, Nokcha and Phoenix playing from a back foot. This isn't looking so good.
Yep, once again, I think we're just going to see the exact same game plan on Jake and Chag's side going in. Meanwhile, Nokcha and Phoenix definitely going to have to do a lot of talking. They were showboating so much on the way up to the stage, but they're just not able to show that pizzazz in the game. Meanwhile, Jake and Chag sheepishly walked on, but they were like, you know what? I'm just going to save the swagger for the game. We're going to work completely. You can style on us out of the game. We're going to style on you in the game, and that's what matters.
Yeah, that's right. That's where they were able to express themselves the best. So yet again, no mix-ups whatsoever. So let's see if Nokcha and Phoenix have any mix-ups, any adaptations left for us, or if this is the end of the run for the winners side of doubles here at UFA 2022. Already tries to get something going with that arc fire. Left side belongs to red team, right side belongs to blue team. Jake just letting this happen for you now because, hey, guess what? Somebody's got diamonds and somebody's got gold tools, and that's already a dead snake.
Yeah, but it's already started off rocky. I mean, I'm not a betting man, Dara, but I'm going to say that it's not looking great for Nokcha.
Oh, I'm a betting man. I bet all the time.
Yeah, you know what? I actually lied too. I was just trying to say it for the bit, but I'm also a betting man.
Oh my God, and Chag, the spike going so deep. He went deep.gov. Look at that spike. He still made it back onto the stage. Somebody's trying to block a recovery. Somebody's trying to set up with Anvil. Jake doesn't get exactly what he's looking for. And I love the fact that Robin just runs away just like, okay, you know what? You do your thing, Steve. I'm going to focus on Chag. I'm going to make sure he does not come away unscathed.
Yeah, honestly, talk about blink and you missed it. I basically just took a couple blinks, and now we have Nokcha sitting on last stock mid%. It's looking terrible for the snake. You know what? It might just be another Phoenix job. I think the tale of this set has been Nokcha bows out and Phoenix is left to pick up the pieces and kind of try to clutch up.
And that's the Jake. If one F smash fails, hey, guess what? You can still pop out another one. That dash attack, so tragic, it ended up killing his own teammate. That's going to be Chag's stock that's gone. And yo, he is popping out all this tech that canceled up smashes from the block's disappearance to be able to make it back onto the ledge. Jake is looking unstoppable.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little unfortunate to say, but I think the MVP for the red team might actually be Jake himself. himself taking more stocks on his own side than the other team have.
We'll see, yeah, no. But that back heel did end up closing it off on Jake that time around. Chag made it back onto the stage, looking for that up hill. Doesn't get the whip punish on the up tilt though. And oh man, it's time.
Yeah.
It's 40 stocks to 1, it's time to get a clip.
Yeah, we'll see what Nokcha can do, but honestly, I'm not looking too hopeful, Dara. But you know what? Maybe the solo Snake is going to work better than the solo Robin.
Yeah, maybe.
I am doing
that baby is doing a lot of work at that set.
I was doing a lot of
That's going to be the up
right now, but that is the end of the set. Just like that, a clean, devastating 3-0 for Jake and Chag. They're going to be moving on.
In a confident fashion, nonetheless, Finn and Jake won. They won with dominance. They won cleanly. They had an established dynamic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They got the damage. They got their follow-ups. They got their stocks and spikes and kills whenever they needed it. Jake and Chag will be running into Team Edgeguard, Team Leon, and Orlean in winners finals as Nokcha and Phoenix descend to loser's side.
Yep, I'm going to say I'm really excited to see Team Edgeguard versus Finn and Jake. I want to see that happen. I'm going to be able to spectate it, front row seats.
Yeah, that's right. And everybody, with that being said, I do believe this is going to be the conclusion of our first block of doubles top 8. We will have, of course, plenty more sets ahead of us. We have both sides of, we have winners finals coming on up. We have both sides of losers semis. Wait, losers quarters and losers semis, losers finals, and then also grand finals as well. Everybody, thank you so much for listening to us talk about video games. That's going to do it for me today. I'm going to be back on here tomorrow, mainstream, opening off top 64 of singles. For those of you guys that would like, you can go ahead and find me on Twitter at to be able to keep up with everything while you still can on Twitter.
Yeah, and you will be